Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and it's now time for an exciting episode of You Should Know This. I'm here with Ron Placone from Get Your News On with Ron. Ron, how are you doing?
Oh, Graham. Awesome, man. Just had a killer game show. Just rocking it. Ready to talk some movies and music.
We had, yeah. So, folks, if you're new to You Should Know This, this is how this game goes. Ron is very knowledgeable about music, and I don't know much about it. And I'm very knowledgeable about movies, and Ron is barely familiar with it as an art form. So,
Yeah, I didn't even know they were a thing. I mean, I found out about movies in like 1998. That was when I first, I never knew. I thought everything was just a TV show or a longer TV show.
Yeah.
I didn't
or a
know.
CD.
Or a CD. I didn't know, I've been to drive-ins and stuff, and I called it like the drive-in TV show theater.
Oh,
I thought I was just seeing TV shows.
Theater,
I didn't know. I didn't understand the concept at all. It took me a minute. So sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Mom and Dad, can we drive into one of those big TV show places again with the car?
My parents always looked at me weird, and I didn't know why. And they were like, "Sure, okay." And I was just like, "Robin Hood's my favorite TV show." And they were like, "Well, that's. I mean, did they make that a TV show?" It's sometimes they're both, so that confused me as a child. I wasn't sure. I mean, He-Man was both. Ninja Turtles were both. I got thrown off for a long time.
These are great examples, Ron, of why you've been led astray.
These are my movies, man. These are always my first guess. That's always something I keep. Like, if you ever busted out with Turtles, it's time to meditate now. I'd be like, fuck yeah! First Ninja Turtles movie. Never pay full price for late pizza. Fucking Michelangelo. I know that one. That was in the first movie where the guy put the pizza in the sewer for him. Great movie. And actually, I do love that movie a lot, actually.
Oh my God. I love this whole, I love when you really just do not know a movie and I've given you like 100 clues. And then like you say something like Garbage Taxi.
Garbage Taxi. I watched that movie. I live tweeted it. I live tweeted Taxi Driver.
Which was beautiful. That was beautiful that you did that. So
I'll do it for another one.
All right, Ron Placone. Read a line from a song that I should know, and we'll see if I know it, and then you can give me hints. I will turn off the chat on my end so I don't see what anyone is saying. All right, Ron, hit me with your first. You should know this.
Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor coming, saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers strumming, and the archer split the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze.
I bet you they're British.
Nope.
Well, that just killed it. Oh, man.
Well, I mean, they're not British. I don't know if this will help you. I kind of feel like it might not, but I can say not USA either. They're not British, but not USA.
Oh, they Canadian?
Yes.
That doesn't really help me at all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it probably doesn't do too much for you, but
at least rules out some people.
Yeah.
Because Green Day's American, right?
They are. Yeah, they're California. Northern California. They're yeah.
Canadian?
That is a Canadian artist, yes.
A band or a single, like a solo artist?
Solo artist.
Oh, Don McLean.
No. Good guess, but no.
Is it in that Bye Bye American Pie vein?
It is, yeah. I think that's, yeah. I would say it is in that vein.
Huey Lewis in the News.
All right, you're getting colder now. You were in a better place with Don McLean. I mean, you're a classic rock era, so a little bit before. I mean, I would say before Huey Lewis in the News. But
so late 70s, early 80s, or late 70s?
70s.
70s.
Yeah. Want me to read a little more?
I
bet this line might give it to you.
But it's like a guy's name. It's not like a band, right? It's like Don McLean, not.
Yes, it is a guy's name.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, read me some more.
Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s.
It's not Bruce Springsteen. He's not from Canada. Mother Nature on the run? Johnny Canada.
Johnny Canada, man. Yeah, no. Johnny Canada on tour now with Joey Motorhead. That's like there's just like so much not music that comes out of Canada that the guy's like, I'll just call myself Joey Canada. There is a band that called themselves America, so I feel like we actually do that.
Exactly.
I don't think there's a band called Canada. I'm sure there was at some point, but I don't think they, I don't know about
them. Canadian songwriter from the 70s. Wayne Gretzky.
Wait, yes.
His album. You remember Wayne Gretzky's album?
Didn't he have an album where he like sang covers or something?
Oh, like I don't know. If he did, I want to buy it. What's the album called? 99 covers or something like that? Or just like Stanley's Cup or something? What's it called?
You know what, man? This is so weird. I think I might be thinking of a joke that my old boss made. That wasn't actually really a thing. And he kind of like, I mean, you know how there were a couple random years where the NHL didn't happen because there were like contract disputes or whatever. So that was like early aughts. And I think I was in like college at the time, and I was working at this warehouse, and I had this like Cure t-shirt on, and we were just kind of like all talking in like the break room or something. And my boss, we're just going, man, I hope they have the NHL and stuff. And I was just like, well, and my boss at the time goes, well, I think they're going to try to raise some money, man. They're going to release an album where Wayne Gretzky sings The Cure. And it was funny. I mean, it was a funny joke. But yeah, I guess like that sort of planted like a weird seed in my mind where I'm like, oh yeah, he did a thing, right? And it's like, no, I don't think
Wayne Gretzky ever released an album. But if he did, I mean,
if he did, he's singing The Cure. He's for sure.
Just on skates. Show me how you do that trick. The one that make me dream. She said, Canadian.
I don't know if this will help you, but this person also played in a band. Well, a couple different bands. One consisted of a handful of other songwriters, and one was just more or less their backing band.
Eric Clapton.
No, I believe, yeah, he's British. I'm pretty sure. I think he lives in the States now, but no, it's not Eric Clapton. But you are getting that. You're in the vein. Like you're in the right. More singer songwritery focused, and not as much like guitar focused. Like Eric Clapton's more like he's a big guitarist. This was more like still a great guitarist, but more focused on the song.
Wow. But was in a big band. So he was in some mega band.
He's most famous for his solo stuff, but he did have a band at one point, and he was also in a kind of superstar band.
What?
Kate, this isn't a deep cut. Kate just said it's a deep cut. It is not. Maybe a little bit. I've been given some really easy layup ones. So this is a little harder than like like heaven. So it's a little harder than that, but I don't know about deep cut. That's
I don't know. Was his big band Supertramp? I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be hilarious, actually, if it was. Well, I can give you this hint. This might give it to you. He's been in the news recently.
I don't know why this pops into mind, but I mean, because I saw him live. Lindsey Buckingham. It's not that.
No.
Was from Fleetwood Mac. But
Lindsey
you said
Buckingham is from Fleetwood Mac, yeah, but it's not Lindsey Buckingham. Why was he in the news recently? Is he okay?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right.
So this person's dead?
No, this person is not dead.
God, in the news.
He's been in the news recently. He's actually in the news right now.
What singer-songwriters in the news?
It happens sometimes. Sometimes they make the news. Sometimes people are like, man, we're tired about writing about movies. What other mediums do people enjoy?
Oh God, this is gonna be like all over everywhere, and I would just still miss it. I'd be like, I don't know this guy. Anyway,
I mean, he is a prominent singer-songwriter of like the 70s era, like prominent one, like one of the big ones. Not British, but also not from the US. I don't think it's super the most common of knowledge about him that he's not from the US, but he is Canadian. Played in kind of a super all-star band that featured all of their names. And then he also did have a band that was sort of his backing band. Like it was kind of his name and like that. It was
not well, no, it's not. George Harrison is British. Roy Orbison.
No. You're getting cold. This was post Roy Orbison. Like it's not that far back. But Roy Orbison was in a supergroup. He was in what was it? Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because they were,
and so the supergroup I'm thinking of is not Traveling Wilburys.
What is this supergroup thing? This is driving me nuts. Singer-songwriters from the 70s. Bob Dylan.
You're getting close. I mean, it's
really?
not Bob Dylan, but yeah, not Dylan, but
not Dylan, not Eric Clapton. 70s.
You're right there, man. Like there's
Bob Dylan, then there's who are some of the other guys?
All right, some people are giving some fun hints here. All right, I'll give you. There's a couple hints I could do that would like totally you're gonna get it easily. Here's a hint that is a little more like if you know this, you'll get it. Leonard Skinner sang about him.
Oh, right, Neil Young.
There you go. Yep,
he's Canadian.
Yes, Neil Young is Canadian.
Oh, yeah. Leonard Skinner. I hope Neil Young will remember. Southern
man don't need him around anyhow.
What song is that? The Neil Young song?
Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor coming, saying something about a queen.
That's right. And what was the supergroup he was in?
Well, I was referring to Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
That's
I was
right.
like a lot of songwriters, and it was their names. And he wasn't always there. It was all. I mean, Crosby, Stills, and Nash were like the main, and then sometimes Young was there too. But he was part of it. And then the band I was referring to was like Crazy Horse when Crazy Horse would back him up.
Crazy Horse I never would have got, but Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Yeah,
I still couldn't barely get that, but that was.
So yeah, that's Neil Young.
I definitely should have known this song. I should know
it's
this
a beautiful, beautiful song, man. It's yeah. Do you know the title of the song? Or do you have any guesses on the title of the song?
Oh no, Velvet Rope or something, or Canadian Bacon or
Canadian Bacon Rope. Dude, you nailed it. What was the song?
Wayne Gretzky's dad. What's the song called?
Wayne Gretzky's hat trick rope song. That's the song.
Just hockey night in Canada.
Oh,
What's the name of the song?
All of Neil songs are about hockey. he just always sang about hockey.
My next song is called Hat Trick. Bow, 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 bow.
His big hit from a couple years ago was "I Like Hockey Because Monsanto Can't Fuck Around on Ice." Like that was his song. No, the song is After the Gold Rush. That's like, yeah, the title's not in the song. So yeah, but beautiful song. One of my favorite Neil Young tunes.
I do know that song. I never would have got After the Gold Rush. And only when you kind of sang it did I go, oh, I've heard it. I've definitely heard that song. I've heard music before.
You've heard that song.
I've heard that song. I've definitely heard that song. Neil Young, I should have known a lot sooner. But I literally was like Springsteen.
And you were guessing everybody but like,
right.
You even like went further, like Roy Orbison, like, all right, man, now you're going too far back. Like freaking, you're like right there. And that would be hilarious if Neil Young was backed up by Supertramp. like see the dun 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 dun. I saw the needle and the damage done.
Oh, now I get it when you're just like naming like bizarre, you don't even know if Hitchcock did a movie or whatever. Now I know it. Now I know what it feels like when I'm just like, yeah, Supertramp backed him up, and you're just like, oh my god, this is just Neil Young and Supertramp, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I'd go to that show. That'd be.
If anyone, I've gone to so many shows because somebody just had an extra ticket, and I was like, yeah, and I always have a blast. And they're always like, do you know the song? I'm like, yeah, kind of. And then they're like, I'm never gonna be like, oh, this sucks. I love going to live music, but I'm never gonna be like, oh yeah. I'm gonna be like, oh, I think I know that. Sweet, like that's how I am at a show. I'm fun. I'm fun to be there, but I'm not gonna like, oh yeah, that's off of that their third album when they got that drum. I don't know any of that shit.
Yeah, no, sometimes like I'll be that guy. I'll be like just like in between songs, like telling my wife's stuff, like just random shit. And then eventually she's just like, look, I have no idea what you've been talking about for the past 40 minutes. Like she's like, I just feel like honesty is important. I've just been smiling and nodding for the past 40 minutes. I have no clue what anything you said meant.
I feel like honesty is important. That's why you've got a great marriage, because your wife will go, Ron, God, I love you.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know what any like I was talking about. Like it was just this opening act once, and I was just like going on and on about his guitar, and I was just like, and that's kind of a throwback to what Townsend was doing. And she's like, I don't know what any of this means. Like I don't know anything that you're talking about. I'm sure like some of your friends would appreciate this, but I have no idea what you're saying. I was like,
it is why I've always loved and gotten along with your wife, because I was like, we can bond on the like hours spent listening to you go, oh, and then this guy, you're just like, I don't know what you're saying, man. Like when you got mad at me that I didn't know some group's fucking mascot dog or whatever, that was
you didn't know Lou Dog. You didn't know Lou Dog. You're like, Sublime Dalmatian, man. He's in the music video.
And then lists more things that there's no way I would ever know that I should have known. Oh, that's fucking
drama free in the LBC, man.
I think like me, you, and your wife should all go to a show and just let you go off, and then her and I kind of look at each other.
And like it was like, yeah, Ron, that's really.
Oh, it's great.
I was just about to say that before you did.
Yep, I remember that album so well. Like. Oh God, fantastic. All right, buddy. So let's see. Let's see what I had a movie for a second. Oh man. And then somebody's writing from Sublime. All right, turn off your chat, Ron Placone.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Okay. All right. So the movie that I want to do is oh shit, have I done? I forgot to check which one if I've done it before, but well, all right. I said it earlier and you didn't react. So I feel like you might not know this movie.
It's a good chance. There's pretty good chance.
Okay. Bring out the GIMP.
Oh. Bring out the GIMP. Hangover?
No.
All
no.
Right.
But
Okay.
I like your brain is sort of in it.
I'm in the right place.
Kinda.
American Pie.
Okay, it's not a comedy. It has some comedic moments. Those are straight. American Pie and Hangover are straight comedies. This is not.
Yeah. Am I in the right timeline? Oh, I feel like I know this. Bring out the GIMP.
No, I mean Hangover. Those are in the early 2000s. Bring out. This is 90s.
Bring out the GIMP. Oh man. So I guess there was Batman Returns.
No.
All right, so 90s, bring out the GIMP.
But I love that you're thinking like what, like something a supervillain might have or something
Yeah,
like that.
he sends out, yeah. Oh man, give me another thing. Like, give me something else.
All right, I'll give you another line. This is a conversation between two people. Whose motorcycle is this? It's not a motorcycle, baby. It's a chopper. Whose chopper is this? Zed's.
Wait. This is that. Oh, wait. Oh man, that movie where does the court case hold water? Right? It's that movie. Like Cousin Eddie or something. No. Right? No, that movie where like they win the court case because like she knows what model car it is. You know that movie?
This is the equivalent of thinking Supertramp played with Neil Young. I mean, this is
Sure
what year
it
was
is.
the movie?
But no, what's that movie I'm thinking of? Is that right? Am I right? Is that the movie? My Cousin Vinny. My Cousin Vinny. That's a movie. That's a movie. Is that wrong?
Oh my god, this is like Supertramp and Neil Young, like worse than that. But
you know what I'm talking about, right?
I
Like,
know the movie.
Does the case hold water? No, it doesn't, because this was a 72 model. Like I've seen that. I've seen that movie. My Cousin Vinny.
No, Ron, this is not My Cousin Vinny. Where Marissa Tomei won an Oscar, and some believe it was a mistake.
Yeah, I didn't know that part.
This is not Joe Pesci, and Fred Gwynn is the judge.
I thought maybe that happened in the courtroom at some point. Like they were like, "All right, call your next witness," and he was like, "Bring out the GIMP." And I couldn't remember for sure. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. We're talking about motorcycles.
This is no, My Cousin Vinny. We're getting pretty far away, but that's an insane. This is the Supertramp of guesses. Like this is
all right. So it's not My Cousin Vinny, but it is in the 90s, and it's about so there's a helicopter, a chopper, not a comedy, but some comedic moments, and bring out the GIMP. Man, 90s, bring out the GIMP. Huh, not a comedy. Is it an action movie?
Yeah, it is sort of an action movie. There is not like a big blockbuster action movie, but like sort of a crime. There's some crime elements to it, and there's some action in it. It's very unique. It was very unique at the time when the movie came out.
It's not a it's a chopper. Who's
Somebody in the chat just put Lou Reed and Metallica.
Is it Lou Reed and Metallica? Oh, that's probably a hint. Like maybe that's the soundtrack or something.
No,
Which that doesn't help me.
They're making fun of your how far off My Cousin Vinny is, I think is what they're doing. It's
okay.
It's the equivalent of
Lou Reed to Metallica.
Yeah, it's like Neil Young and Supertramp is what I think the joke that they're making, and they're making it quite well.
All right. So definitely not My Cousin Vinny. We're definitely not.
Which again was a straight comedy. That was a
right.
full.
Yeah. I keep guessing these comedies.
You want another line?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, just throw it in. Why not?
Royale with cheese.
What? I've never heard any of this before. Royale with cheese.
This movie was one of the more quoted movies in the 90s.
Really?
Yes.
Get Shorty.
Ooh, now we're sort of getting close. Like Get Shorty.
Captain Ron.
Pardon?
Captain Ron.
Captain Ron.
That was another quote. People quoted that movie all the time, man. True Lies.
Okay. So True Lies and Get Shorty are sort of in the same vein. Like there's
something about you said not.
This has more serious moments in it than Get Shorty.
Okay.
But had unique, like this I'll give you this filmmaker always makes these sort of stylized movies that are action and violent, that have sort of funny moments but are intense, and plays with the timeline.
It's not Forrest Gump. This isn't Forrest Gump.
No. But this was right around that same
era.
time. Yes.
Man. All right. Plays with the timelines. Stylized. A lot of action and violence. 90s. One of the more quoted movies of the 90s. So I've probably heard of it.
Yes, you have. I guarantee you've heard of this movie. And I guarantee you've heard of the director and all of the big name stars in it.
Oh, snap, man. All right. Let me think here. So, Pulp Fiction.
Boom! Yes. Ron Placone. There it is.
I don't remember. I've seen Pulp Fiction. I mean, that's one of the few movies Fuck. Okay, now I remember the bring out the gimp part. All right. Yeah, I do remember that line. The other lines I don't remember. But I have seen Pulp Fiction.
So that's the Royale with cheese, is when the movie opens with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson driving to work, and he's talking about he just got back from Amsterdam, and he's like, it's the little things. Like they don't have a quarter pounder. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck. They use the metric system. They don't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is. They call it a Royale with cheese.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. If you would have done that whole thing, I think I would have gotten it. But yeah. It's been years. It's been years since I've seen that movie. But
that's why the bring out the gimp is quoted all the time. The Simpsons did an episode like about that. People say bring out the gimp all the time. So when I said it, and you didn't laugh or respond to it, I knew you did not know that line from that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. But you made a music reference, and I caught that.
Yes.
Echo and the Bunny. Yeah. Yeah, I caught that.
You got the music reference like that. When I made
Echo and the Bunnymen is like the Pulp Fiction of music, really. I mean, they're one of the most quoted bands of every decade, really. I saw them a couple years ago.
Yeah. That's one of those bands I was like, I think my older brother kind of liked and his friends liked. So I just listened to it and kind of, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool stuff, man. I saw them a couple times, and it was like random every time. Like, I mean, I enjoy them. I wouldn't like rush to one of their shows, but I saw them at a festival, and it was like, oh, cool. Echo and the Bunnymen are here. And then I saw them again because they were playing with the Violent Femmes. And I really wanted to see the Violent Femmes. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I mean, I get Echo and the Bunnymen too.
That's a great show. That is a great
show. Yeah. It was at like one of the like the state fairs around here. I don't know if it was like, I think it might have been Orange County. Hi, Lucy. Yeah. I miss you too. She's reenacting Pulp Fiction. She's like pretending she's like, I'm restarting your heart. I've seen that movie.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what she's doing.
All big names. Uma Thurman, John Travolta, Ving Rhames, Bruce Willis. Yeah, that was well, Ron, way to go, buddy. Nice work. That didn't take as long as before. That was really
that's one of my better performances.
That was thinking it was My Cousin Vinny was probably the highlight of the night. That's the Supertramp of that was fantastic.
Well, it was funny how long it took me to get there. I was doing the entire last scene, and then I finally remembered the name of the movie. It's a good movie too. A lot of good movies covered tonight.
My Cousin Vinny really is a good movie. You think that's a good movie?
You don't like? All right. Maybe it's not for everyone. I don't know. I remember enjoying it. I mean, I don't remember it changing my freaking life. I just remember being entertained by it.
And you were 12 when you saw it?
Probably. Yeah. About.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. It's not one of those. Tell me how someday I'll enjoy you too, Graham.
You will, Ron. Someday, the early for October and Boy, those albums you will enjoy. But My Cousin Vinny, I absolutely would have liked that movie if I saw it when I was 12. I saw it in my 20s, and I was like, oh, I was all jaded and whatever. So
you're like, this is no falling down. This isn't real freaking cinema. This is no first Ninja Turtles. This doesn't have the clever product placement. I am not craving Domino's right now. This movie's bullshit.
Yes, I compare everything to Falling Down and the Ninja Turtles. Those
are some of my favorite movies.
I know they are, because I'm just picturing little Ron Placone all into this obscure music, but then just liking whatever, just sort of like you and I are polar opposite. This is so funny. Like, I never got into the deep cuts of this thing, but a pop song like, oh, Miley Cyrus, like, yay. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's U2's Beautiful Day. That's a fun song. Like, that's exactly what I'm doing, where you're like, Graham, how do you remember? And then you do the same thing with movies. You just like these like popcorn movies, and you don't know, obscure.
I know.
Movies.
No, I mean, I know a couple, but yeah, like it's random where I go with movies, and it's like, especially the ones I have like nostalgic attachments to. I'll never let go of those. Like, I'll still be like, oh, these movies are great. These are really good, especially when I'm high. Like, they're as good as when I was a kid.
No, I mean, look, we all remember when we were kids, when we watched Garbage Taxi. We all...
Dude, you never forget your first spin at Garbage Taxi. You never forget it. It sets the tone for everything else.
Yes, Garbage Taxi is forever stamped on all of our brains, and that's the beauty of it. Well, I think that's our show, dude. That was fantastic. That was
dude,
great.
I gotta mention real quick, actually, somebody, I had a show all about Earth ships on a couple days ago. I interviewed a buddy of mine, a comedian friend of mine out in Nashville, is building Earth ships now. It's insanely interesting. I mean, I was just kind of learning more about it. But somebody in the comments literally said, because he was talking about how you can use garbage and how you like go through a process and make it part of your home. And somebody said, can you make a garbage taxi? So someone called back to a formal You Should Know This segment.
I love when somebody calls back some shit like that. I just absolutely love it. Like,
yeah.
Lee Camp one time asked last year when we did Government Secrets, I was talking about, I can't remember what, but he said, so the Loch Ness Monster's the mayor of Atlantis? And I fucking laugh for 10 minutes straight. So people still bring that up. Nessie for mayor.
That's awesome.
Omar Rana, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Thank you for supporting us at rockfin.com. We love you, Graham, and I love all of you. Thank you so much for supporting our show. Tony DeMayo, Shave Your Knuckles for Justice. Thank you for supporting us at rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. Remember, if you guys sign up for Rockfin Premium, you get my premium content, Ron Placone's, Lee Camps. Everyone is on the platform. Abby Martin, Whitney Webb, everybody. Hey, Graham, I'm so happy to watch my favorite game show again. Damn, YouTube didn't notify me again. Man, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about YouTube. It's been a year and they're still fucking with me. So thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. Ron, I know you're opening up for Neil Young and Supertramp on the road.
Dude. Oh, dude, I'm so stoked for that tour, man. It's just like, it's I do 20 minutes of stand up. And then Neil Young comes out and does Supertramp songs, and Supertramp does Neil Young songs. I cannot believe they were into my concept, but they were totally down. And
that's so great.
Oh, dude, we got our playlist going on in the green room. We're gonna watch some Three Dog Night, some Garbage Taxi. Like we got all the classics lined up, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, I'm a part of Quentin Tarantino's staged reading of My Cousin Vinny.
Perfect.
So it's gonna be fantastic.
Nice.
Really, there's slow-mo death scenes in it. But Ron Placone, where can everybody check you out? And I know you got some live shows coming up.
Yeah, so you can find me on YouTube, Ron Placone, Rockfin, Ron Placone, Twitter at Ron Placone, and I'm also at Ron Placone on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm on Facebook, Ron Placone as well. Ron Placone Comedy is my Facebook. And you can go to ronplacone.com. And I got some tour dates coming up. First of all, February 10th, I'm going to be doing a show here in Los Angeles. And then in April, I'm going to be in the Northeast a bunch. I'm going to Pittsburgh, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal. Maybe Neil Young's going to come out to a show because I'll be up in Canada, you know. And then I'm going to Burlington, Portland, Boston, Massachusetts, and New York City. So I'll be up in the Northeast for a little bit in April. And ronplacone.com for tickets.
Awesome. Thanks, dude. Thanks for coming on the show. This is always a blast, and we'll talk to you soon, my friend.
All right, buddy. See you soon.
Later. Peace. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood and go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a P.O. box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.